we're starting 30 seconds early because a certain cat may have hit my hand while I was hovering near the button. So, Calvino, what do you have to say for yourself? Anything? No? No? You want to come say hi? Do you want to come say hi before you get too comfy? Hi, I'm Frost. This is Frost Written, where I'm working on the lore for Legend Seeker with a very happy cat on my lap. This is the tabletop RPG that Erudi is in the middle of working on. And I am doing the lore. So if you have any questions about lore, throw them at me, especially in the comments and after the stream. Or you can throw them in the chat while I'm doing stuff too. But comments are welcome. All right, Calvino, is that where you're going to sit? Is that your spot? Have you chosen wisely? All right. We'll see. We'll let you sit for a second and see if that's your comfy spot. You can't have my bone broth. No. Can I move you for a second? He's laying on my microphone, or not my microphone, by my headphone cord. Come here, buddy. I gotta move you for a second. Oh, he doesn't want to be moved. He's going boneless. Calvino the boneless. Yeah, he smells the bone broth on my beard, and he's like, I don't mind being up here. Okay, now, buddy, I have to move you because I have to take my shoes off because you're so warm. You're making me, like, sweat while just sitting here. He's so comfy right now, he's just slowly melting. You gonna help me today, or are you gonna hinder me? What do you think? He's closing his eyes. He wants to sleep here. He can't sleep here. So I'm gonna be working on the two legendary characters that I didn't get to last time. I'm gonna be working on the backstory for the legendary ranger and the legendary fighter. And in the short story that I'm also working on for Legend Seeker, they are featured in it, and they are cousins. Both of them are from Fryland, different parts of it. Sigurd, the ranger, he's from the northern areas and the mountains and the forests. Hi. So he's had a lot more work, a lot more dealings with the dwarves. And his cousin is from the Midlands to the south as well, where he's more of a frontline fighter that protects against orc incursions and things if they come down to the mountains and other creatures. So he uses a large shield and heavy weaponry, and yeah, he's an interesting character. A little bit lumbering, kind of fun though. All right, is that your comfy spot? Okay, he's making biscuits now. I think he's happy. All right, buddy, I gotta move you slightly though. Oh, there we go. All right. No, yeah, he just pulled my mouse pad off of my desk. Thanks, buddy. What a troublemaker he is today. Anyway, into the writing. And in the upper left-hand corner, you can see the little version of the map that I have, and I'll be zooming around because I'm going to be screwing around with figuring out exactly where these two lovely guys are from. Because up in the north, where there's fountains, there's one of their major cities, and the passes up into the mountains where Lost Acadia and the orc nomads and the dwarves are over here. This area is where our ranger friend is from. Down here, along the coast, is where our heavy fighter friend is from. Hey, Shadow Warden. Hey, Gino. Hello, Dave. Yes, I have the little tiny version of the map, but I can zoom in really far. You can see each tree. There, look, that tree right there. Yep, important. But yeah, the other thing that I put on here, because I know somebody asked last time, I think it was Tomix, had questions about whether or not the Godlands, the part I'm working on, because this third lore book is going to focus on the Godlands, which is the cradle of the civilization, or the civilized part of the world, where the gods used to walk with men and no longer do. But this world is much larger, and I will show you guys quickly the stuff I worked on for the main map. It's a little hard to see here with all this stuff I put in here, but I have moved things around slightly since I did this sketch. Agrium is this little chunk in the center, but I'm going to move this stuff off of here. You'll recognize some of these shapes. This is the rough idea what the Godlands was before. So equator is the line in the center here where you can see my cursor moving back and forth. I have moved that since south. It's down here now. I've moved the continents up and moved things around a bit. This is the Godlands. This is the island of Agrium. This is Kiru down here. The Azure Kingdom's over here. But this has I put all the easterlies, the trade winds, the westerlies, everything in here. Where the equator is, lakes and river ideas, the ocean currents. So, you know, since the planet spins, they go one way on the top of the equator, one way the lower part. You can see where where the water is cool and moves around, the water's warm and moves around, all the different currents and things. So I've got an idea of where all the currents go and how everything works everywhere along the whole planet. And in addition to that, I have let's see, this is those are the boundary lines. I had the tectonic shifts and stuff, so if I take some of this other stuff out of here, you can see where the tectonic plates went together and moved apart and went across each other and all that. So I had the idea where the tectonic plates were, which made the shape of the continents and all that stuff. So I played around with it quite a bit. All that's to say, this is where I kind of roughed out the idea of the map. Pretty tree or a happy tree? I think it's a happy tree. I don't know if it's pretty. Yeah, I went a little in depth, so now I know kind of the general idea of the way the currents run along the Godlands. You know, they go around Agrium, they go around this way. It creates warmer areas, cooler areas. As you saw, if I can find it here. No, that's not the climate zones, it's the equator. The idea of where the different temperate zones and the deserts, it's not quite like this anymore. I changed it around a bit. The big deserts, that's the Azure Kingdom, and a few other desert areas here and there, and then the taiga up into the north, and all the different climates and whatnot. Tried to get an idea for it. I changed some of it around once we got into this point. But that's all to say. Right now, we're focusing on these two men from Fryland. And one of the villages that is part of this short story I'm writing, I have placed it, but I have not placed it on this map yet. I'm not going to tell you where it is, but it is on this map somewhere. And that's what I'm going to be working on today, is these two gentlemen's backstories. Now Calvino is very happily cleaning his paws off. He's like, ah, bath time. The first person I'm working on here, this guy's name is Sigurd. Kyle is going to lurk while driving. All right, Kyle. Thank you for saying it's a nice map. Have fun driving. Be safe. Hey, R. Kelly. You're going to bathe later? Well, Calvino's bathing now. He's busy. He's totally doing it, right? He's not commenting. He's not commenting right now. Lurking is love. Chatting is also love. It's all love. All right, I don't like that first sentence that I wrote. I'm going to delete it. What's up? What's up, buddy? What? Up here? Meow. Can I get him, Ralph? Ralph? Thank you. I don't know if you heard that or not. It was kind of a quiet Ralph. He tried to put me asleep at lunch today. All right, let's see. How do I want to typify him? I want the initial line to really typify his loves. All right, let me grab something. Let me grab the short story. I want to look at something and how I wrote this. You heard it? Okay. Hey, Daxie. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. Feel better. You know what I say? Bone broth. You can't have my hand. No. All right, Calvino. I gotta move my legs slightly. Oh, there we go. Ah, much more comfortable. All right, though. All right. Yep, Daxie, go get rest. All right. How do I want to typify this? Because I want to point out some stuff about Fryland, but I want to talk about where he is specifically from and the type of terrain he favors. He's passed out now. He's having a dream, I think. All right, I'm going to open one more document to find where I wrote. Oh, let's see. Let's go back to this folder. Let us find our legendary druid. What did I do, Kelvin? Did I put something up? Okay. Gotta touch his ear with my microphone cord, or my speaker. What do you call these? Headphone cord. I got it. Finally figured it out. How about I type this word right? That will make way more sense. What? What? What do you need? You need petting? Okay, alright. I'll give you a snuggle. You asked so nicely. Get a little scratch on top of your head. There you go. Alright. He's just purring up a storm. He's crazy. All right. You're making it so hard to write right now. My goodness. All right, I'm going to move my mouse over. I can avoid your head. There we go. Ha! You have not gotten in my way completely. Nope. Nope. What? What? Hmm? Hmm? Dork. Yeah, that's about right. I got an electric cushion to rest my feet, so it's like a heating blanket, and I love it. Ah, nice. I'm buying a new one for down here in my basement because the floor is concrete below me, and in the winter, even my feet get a little cool. So I have one coming that's just a little soft blankety thing that you just turn up. It's kind of like the seed heating mat that I used to use. But this one has a nice little washable cover. It'll probably end up being home to a cat sleeping on it. He knows who he is. Trying to come up with the name for this motto, and I've retyped it like 6 times already. I don't think that's how I want to write it. Let me see if I can find a better way to write this. Ah, where's my cursor? Okay, where is the quote I'm looking here? What was it? That doesn't really work. I'm trying to come up with their proper version of their statement or their motto. No. Okay. Okay, that's an interesting way to put it. Could work, could work. Oh, I just realized I just read the end of chat there. Does that cushion soften your hatred of everyone, Chrysanth? Nothing can really do that, I'm afraid. Shadow Warden. Damn. Okay, that doesn't really work. There we go. This is what I was looking for. let's see how this sentence or how this phrase works together. But the majority of these hunting, fishing, and learning the ways to father. Hi. Hello, buddy. You hear me talking, it's just to Calvino. Not to the voices in my head. Alright. Alright, Kyle. Lift things, but lift safely. Hi, I gotta move you slightly because you're putting my leg to sleep. Oh, wide-eyed Calvino's like, what are you doing? Same thing I do every time you sit on my lap when I'm writing. Moving you around. You big fuzzy guy. I may move that line to later. We'll see here. He's a happy, happy boy. He's resting his left back foot, I guess his right back foot, against my left hand, using it as a stop so it doesn't move anywhere. He's just like on his back, and his head is laying on my ankle and trying to lean against my writing arm, or my mouse arm, mouse hand, whatever. I'm not letting him do that though. All right. He spent the majority of his youth down. All right. Hi. Okay, that was a weird wake up. What? What has startled you? I'm talking to myself, buddy. Just relax. Enjoy. Enjoy the lap. All right. What? Yeah, talk to yourself, okay. What? Are you just talking to me? You goofball. Hi. No, I'm just... Every time I try and get a sentence going, you need more attention. I am not holding you like a baby again. No. No. Not gonna happen, sir. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to change this line because it's giving me a little bit of a stumbling block the way I wrote it. Just enjoy the lap, kitty. Exactly. Don't push for more. What? Yeah, you're a good boy. Okay, yeah, that's my wrist. Don't put your claws in my wrist. Okay, yep. Enjoy. That's my mouse. Can I have it back? Thank you. All right, there we go. What? What do you want, buddy? You are so insistent today. Oh my gosh. What? What? Wow. Every time I move my hand off of his tummy, to go type, he grabs it again. No. Nope, not allowed. And he just gives me that closed eyes like, yeah. Yeah. I think of a good name for this mountain range. This part of the mountain range, it would be the Freilanders. I've got the rain wall down in Kiru. What would this work as? Could go with the type of stone. Let me look at something quickly. Yeah, okay. Take a bath. Yep, you do that. You take a bath, buddy. No, Dave, this is a happy-go-lucky 22-pound kitty cat named Calvino who's just enjoying his day. He's been so snuggly the last couple days. He tried to put me to sleep this afternoon at lunch. He tried to put me to sleep yesterday after work by just flopping on me. All right, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, that's not a good name. After all, that's a bad name. Let's see. What's up? All right, I think I've got it. Okay, dismiss that. I don't care. Okay. What? What? You just stretching? Okay. All right, bead long cat. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can keep hearing him talking to me, but he's very insistent today. And there you go. They like that. There you go. Perfect. Seems like a weird way to put this. All right, we'll go with much. What? What? You are so talkative, dude. All right, that is a really long sentence. Let's see here. Though it works, actually. I think I'm going to leave it. What? What do you need, sir? That was a loud one, I know. Hey, Adam Kahn. It's my beard. Yeah, Calvino is a chatmeister today. Hi, buddy. What's up? You want to come up here? Come here. Come here. You want to come up and say hello? Get it off your chest? Come here. Yeah, I'll even help you up from you don't want to move. Oh, too bad. I'm moving you now. You're coming back up to say hello briefly. Hi. Hello, sir. I'm going to rotate you the other direction. You okay? You okay with that? Baby cat? 22-pound, 4-year-old baby cat? With your big meat hooks? Your big meat hooks? He just puts his meat hook up. Alright. I'm going to rotate you. Yep. Ah! As I pull my own headphones off. I'm going to rotate you 180 degrees on my lap, buddy. Flarp. There. How's that? Is that a happy rotation or not a happy rotation? What do you think? I know you want to bite my fingers the whole time. All you want to do is bite my fingers because you want to chew on them. You're a good boy, but you love chewing on my fingers too much. All right. I'm trying to write, dude. So you roll yourself around down here or go over on the couch or something. You go do whatever it is you need to do, buddy. Okay, his clan was tasked with watching the ancient Agrine passes lit over the Raven Rise. Okay. He's in such a playful mood. Now he has grabbed my left hand. He is licking my arm, and he has both paws wrapped around it with his claws out, and he's kicking at it with his other foot. Are we going into fight mode here? Are we going to have an argument? We're going to have a tussle? We're going to have a tussle? I could give you something else to play with. What do I have to give you? I don't have anything to give you. Ooh, I have something. Paper towel roll. If you hear scratching and crunching, it's because he is going to be destroying a paper towel roll. Oh my gosh, he grabbed that thing and he is chewing on it already. Okay. No, that's my hand. Chew on the paper towel roll. This is why I don't give him my hand. He has quite the bite force and chew force and scratch force. Get it? You gonna bite it? Okay, yeah, you got it. Arr, I can't get it away from him now. Yeah, you're being a good boy. Ah, that's my fingers. Nope, you can't do that. That's not good. All right, chew on that. All right. Boop, boop, boop. Can you come get it? You're being a dork. He's being a little too wild, actually. I think I might have to put him down. Dude, do you want to go back down? I think you should go back down. Because I need my hands, and I don't want to lose too much skin. Alright, so... Raven Rise meant maintaining the presence of the... Okay. We'll say in. Or at. I guess it's at. Yeah, there you go, buddy. Go ahead. Go do some stuff. Here, how about I do this? Here, look. Get it. He just ran away and grabbed it. Okay, now he's running back. Oh my gosh. Thinking that maybe I should have let him out. Maintaining a presence, the ancient mile force known as well, fighting the incessant incursion of the orcs. Don't rip that bag open, please. Dude. Hello, this eccentric. How's it going? All right. Talking about his new nickname. So right now I'm writing about the orcs, and Sigurd is trained in using a dwarven crossbow, which is much better at piercing the heavier orcs' armor. And they gave him the nickname of or the Thorn because he was piercing them. But rather than deter them from attacking him and attacking the fort, whenever they found that he was there, they would attack with renewed vigor because then they could win more honor. So his presence became less of an asset and more dangerous for all his people and his clan when they could find that he was there. All right, Calvino, I'm going to let you out. I'll be right back. Calvino is insistent that I let him outside. You want to go out? Yeah, you want to go outside? That's your out voice. You ready? Calvino, you want to say goodbye? Come here. You want to say goodbye to everybody? You want to say goodbye to everybody when I take you outside? Yeah? Want to go outside? Want to go outside? Want to say goodbye? Want to say bye, everybody? Okay, buddy. You said out. You said out very clearly. All right, here we go. Let's go. Oh, for a second there, I thought he tricked me and wanted to take my chair. You coming? Are you stealing my chair, or are you coming with it? Coming, buddy? All right. There we go. Now I can focus on writing. His brothers woke me up. I guess his uncle and his brothers woke me up this morning at 4 o'clock because one of them wanted food, the other one wanted attention. Benji, his brother, has a habit of sitting on the floor and if I forget to put a little food out for them before I go to bed, when it's the morning time, he'll wake up. He just lays there, puts his paw on the edge of the bowl, and goes ka-chunk, and knocks it up and down, because he can tip it, and it goes clunk, clunk on the floor. He just sits there and goes clunk, 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 kind of passive-aggressively. And his uncle decided to hop up on my chest and, like, look down at me and start meowing in his little meepy meow. But unfortunately, he has big fangs like Calvino does, so when he gets really happy, he drools. So I was woken up by a cat, not only walking on me, not only meowing in my face, but drooling on me. Happily drooling. So it was quite a morning. It was a nice shower this morning. After that, I was like, bleh. All right, so here's the interesting thing about this. I'm going to have this guy, because he was really good at killing them, and they're like, we'll get a lot of honor if we kill him. They throw themselves in the mile fort, renewed vigor when he was there. Eventually, for the safety of his clanmates, he volunteered to be a raider into the wastes instead. What's going to happen is he is going to end up getting captured by them, which usually is a death sentence. But it won't be a death sentence for him. We're just gonna, I think it's gonna be too difficult to explain this in a political sense. We're gonna call them wildmen. Okay. Hi, Calvino. Bye, Calvino. That would have been funny. Cat's waking up like, yeah, he's a thorn in their side. He is. He is. Yeah, last time, I guess it was yesterday, Calvino was on my lap, and then he did the and went like he wanted to go out. I was like, okay, good, we'll go out. I walked. He went under my desk and sat there, and I said, okay, come on. I walked all the way over to the patio door. Waited, called him. I heard, I came back over. He's sitting on my chair, just like, you cheesy little cat. All right, we're going to reformat that sentence. That works way better. Wow, Word is just being stupid right now. It's trying to tell me to put a comment or a comma after a word. Makes absolutely no sense. Sentence to sentence. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's stupid. How do I want to word this? A lot of thoughts to get into one sentence here. Okay, so I sold him to the orcs, basically. Ways to strike the scouting party. It doesn't really matter if they got a healthy profit or not. They sold him to the orcs. Because rather than being killed as you'd expected, he was treated as an honored enemy, paraded around with the clan, but he learned, I'm going to say some of their language, not all of them. He didn't learn their whole language by doing this. Cats are like nuggets, run-on sentences are the devil. Not sure if anyone asked these yet, but did you and or Erudi come up with a system for creating, in general, names? So, I have a naming convention I'm using for different kingdoms at the moment, because they have slightly different, like, feels. Like, the Freilanders have a lot of Germanic, Saxon, some Old English feel to their names. Agrium, the Agrians, they have a blend of Anglo-Saxon and like sort of Latinate names because they were a great empire. They don't adhere to that as much because their empire is pretty diminished now. This is like after the Dark Ages. The Azure Kingdom has its own sort of naming convention. The Kiru, which is the sort of like islander barbarians with a big mix of some Oriental cultures, have their own naming convention. A little more barbarian naming convention than anything. The people in the Cossack Strand have their own slight naming convention. It's a little simpler because they are people who are mixed from all over the place. But yeah, we got some naming conventions for a few of those. They're not 100% ironed out. I'm still working on them, but I'm getting there. So sometimes you're going to be able to tell where somebody's from based on the name. Like when you see Sigurd and Raimund, It's Raymond, but with an I instead of a Y and a U instead of an O. They are much more Saxon Germanic names, so they're likely from Freiland. Okay. So I'm trying to decide now, because he's their prisoner. He's paraded around for some time. He learns a bit of their language and their customs, but they're very brutal to him. It's not like they're nice to him in any way, shape, or form. But what do you call these guys? Okay, I don't want to say rituals twice. Never permanently. Okay. Let's say neither did they spare him insignificant pain. Okay, there we go. That's a much better way to put it. That's a much clearer sentence anyway. How about that? Paraded around with the clan, but kept as a prisoner nonetheless. I will comma that. Some of the language and their customs always watching for an opportunity to glean information might help them escape. What's the word? What's the word? I think I've written this sentence now twice, and I think what I did was change the tense twice, and I think I'm going back to the original tense I wrote it in. Hmm. Oh, there we go. I'll do that. All right, so begin to feign great weariness after each. Okay, after each blood draws, sensibility, comma. Now I got to remember what I called these things. Where is the companion that I wrote here? Let's go into. Let us go find the orcs. Do. Okay. What were we calling these things? Look at that. I found a spot where I never changed the name. All right, there. Okay, so he basically what I'm having him doing is he was feigning weariness after each time the orcs would draw his blood, because they were at each camp they would visit, because they're mostly nomadic. They would make a gift of his blood to the chieftain, and he kept acting like, oh no, this is really draining me, because they don't understand human physiology. And so they would kind of just ignore him after that and be like, he's not going to try and escape, until one day he saw his opportunity after doing that and struck his guard down with a bone shiv and escaped. They realized it pretty quickly because he was important to them, pursued him through the waste for days. I'm paraphrasing here, before he lost him at a Threk nesting ground. Those are those big thorn nests with those big scary birds that they have in the wastes. But he could get through there more easily than the orcs could because he was smaller than them. Alright, returning his people nearly 8 months after being captured, he was hailed as a hero and lauded for his efforts against the tribes, the intel he gathered from his imprisonment being seen as invaluable. The commander offered him the choice of any assignment. Retire from the Mountain Corps. Southern cousin. Foot soldier and sellsword. Alright, so since that day he's been adventuring with his southern cousin Raymond, mountain of a man, a foot soldier and sellsword who dearly loves his mead. Sigurd has aspirations to one day go home and start a family. Now he's content with the road under his feet and the wind in his hair. Okay, there we go. There's our ranger with his fun little story. Alright, we got the basics of that going. That's good. Alright, I closed my document because that was what I was not intending to do. Alright, let's pull this one up. And let's pull that one back up. And let's open up, because I forgot to open it, let's open the Legendary Fighter page. Alright, so we're going to put this guy over here. We're going to switch our writing tab to, oops, nope, I want to switch my writing tab to Fighter. Alright, boom. right. How's everybody doing out there in chat? Trying to decide if I want to start his slightly differently. I sent okay. I sent a few things to Erudi the other day. I haven't gotten any feedback on them yet, but I did I did write the witch up, so that one's all done too. All right, so how do I want to get this guy into people's minds? What is the takeaway going to be from his first sentence and his first paragraph when you meet him? And let me get to my notable locations document. Do I have it open? No, I don't. Okay, that would be why I can't find it. All right, time to open all the documents. This is what we do. We open all the documents. I've got them all open now. All right, let's find the Senna's Fall. Okay. Dwarven Clan. The Firefly Bees. All right, that's stupidly dangerous. There we go. Okay. Okay. How to get into someone's mind. Through their skull. Well, that works. Writing the ending to a fight scene. Nice. This eccentric. Men of the fortitude imagined. Drinking. Yeah, I don't think I like the way that sentence went. Trying to make a statement about the guy, but that went off on a complete tangent that didn't reinforce the statement. I'm like, what's the point of saying that then? It can be a completely different sentence. I'll just shelve that in my head. I'm gonna have to get something else to drink because I'm out. I think my coffee's empty. Yep, coffee's empty. Bone broth is empty. Calvino's not on my lap. I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be right back. Cats and dogs living together. Oh, me going past my green screen, making that squeaky noise if you heard it. I know I have all kinds of fun stories. 2 things today. Max out on the front porch, since I was talking about knocking down a little hornet's nest the other day, Chrysanth. I had knocked some off the front porch, and I had, squished the bees or the wasps and gotten them out of there and got their nests out of there. Evidently, I must have missed some, because I go out this morning and I go look at Max, and instead of doing his normal rah, 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 he looks at me and goes, rah, and it's like his cheek and his nose were all puffed up. I'm like, oh, buddy. I'm like, oh no, I bet he found one of them. He was like, ooh, spicy, I'm gonna have one. And I think one of them stung him. So I grabbed feral cat, who was none too pleased, got him into a carrier, only got a couple holes in my arm, got him over to the vet today, and got him taken care of. They took the little stinger out. They gave him some, whatever, antihistamines, whatever it is they gave him, checked him for a while, and then got him back home, and he was sleeping happily in the carrier because he was a little knocked out. So I got him back home, and I forgot that I was getting groceries delivered. I was like, oh, that's right, I'm getting groceries delivered, and I got back right around in time. And here's the funny thing. I got him out, I put him down, I heard the car come in, and I just waved and said, okay. And I heard the lady get out of the car, and she's like, hello. I was like, I'm taking care of a cat. I'll be with you in a second. I'll grab stuff if you don't want to carry it. She's like, no, that's fine. I can probably carry it. And as I'm sitting there making sure he's got his stuff set, he's on his little warm pad out there because I have a heating pad on the chair for him right now since it's getting cooler. I hear this scream, 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 scream. This weird noise. I'm like, oh, is her car rolling down the driveway? She walks up. She's wearing like vinyl pants or something. The loudest walking noise I have ever heard in my life as she squeaked on over. And I like took the groceries from her, and I'm just like, do I say something? Do I say something? No, I'm not going to say anything. Because then she went back and grabbed the other stuff and came back. And I'm just like trying so hard to not laugh because it reminded me of the... Oh my gosh, was it Benny Hill? There was a Benny Hill sketch where there was a guy who was wearing like plastic pants or something like that, and they were doing a talk show interview, and every time he'd move, it would make so much noise they drowned out the conversation, but they did it on purpose. It sounded like that. It was like, wow, that was so weird. Such a random weird day. Entertaining, but weird. No clipping through the green screen. Exactly. Anyway, squeaky clothing aside, I'm trying to write this initial sentence here. I don't think that's how I want to go with it, though. I don't think I want to introduce him and give him an honored status right away. All right. I don't think that's a good name for that place. Hey, Dark Intelligence. thank you for stopping on by. Thanks for coming on over from D-Day Cobra. Glad to see you here. We need a big influx of people over there. Get some more eyes on what we're working on for Legend Seeker. Get more people into the Discord. So spread the word, Dark Intelligence. Spread the word. Let people know. We have a lot of fun here. It's a small group, but we have a lot of fun. I have a heck of a lot of fun because I love writing live while you guys are here for the banter back and forth. I can tell you weird stories about people in squeaky clothes. I can tell you strange stories about cats. You know, weird stuff. Yes, that's exactly what I'm doing. A fanfic with Beardo and Erudi. Oh, no. 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 All right. Yes, Crescent loves all the puns. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can figure out how to do this here. And I'll click on that. Let's see. Does that sentence work together? All right, that's good. Gets to the point. So I have him being disowned by his strict father because he's a mountain of a guy. He's Not good in cavalry. It's kept him in need and realized that Calvino bit my finger there. He didn't bite my finger. He bit through the edge of my fingernail. Snip the end of that off. Good job, bud. He was getting a little aggressive there at the end before I let him out. Let's see. And kept his mind. We'll put past tense on that. How do I want to phrase this? The other thing I'm going to do is I'm making this guy left-handed, which is going to make him a little bit of an oddity in his family, because not only was he disowned by his father, who was basically the marshal of an entire cavalry clan and part of the army of Fryland, he's also left-handed, which, you know, is traditionally not the way they do things. So tradition, you're not traditional. Yeah, well, I'll leave that sentence like that. That'll work. La la la. Move this over here. Hey, I didn't bring it up. Dark Intelligence brought it up. It's all his fault. His fault completely. Yes, not my fault. Not my fault. I mean, I did bring it up by saying it, but it's just, you know, because I'm bridging the chats here. we go. Dwarven Smith made him his custom right-handed shield, the grip uncomfortable to anyone. Okay. And I know that, you know, a lot of times shields do not have right or left because they're round, but his is a big square shield, so kind of a rectangle, so it has a very specific way they made it for him. It would be weird for somebody else to use because it would be slightly off balance. It is, Levistro. It is. Excited for tonight. Excited for tonight. It's going to be an interesting... Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let's just put it that way. Eccentric, you should let everybody know over there in Kick what's going on in our game tonight. There's some tower nonsense and some other nonsense and some people falling to the ground and stuff happening. It's going to be interesting. Defrost. I don't know, Levistra. I don't know if you can say that without getting shovel bonked. Right, Benning Levistro. Bam! Oh, you got shoveled, dude. You got shoveled. You have been shoveled. I want to do something else with his style here. I kind of want to pull back into his backstory a little more. Let's see if I could get something else about his... A little more than his lance and armor to his name ring set up. God, let's go hire himself out as a sellsword. Odd contracts kept him in mead and kept his mind from the nagging shame he felt he'd brought to his family name. So what I want to do is bring it back around and have his family kind of, happy in a way for him. But I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that, because he's not going to get on a big old horse and ride in and help him and save him. I think what it's going to do is when somebody in his family falls ill or something like that, he is going to do something for them, or he is going to cause some kind of problem for someone else that's going to end up helping his family. Let's see how that works. Gino Fury told you to do it. Well, yeah. Unless the unimaginable happens, we'll get an advancement tonight. Yeah, if the unimaginable happens, as in we were supposed to get an advance, maybe a session or two ago, but everything is taking a lot longer because we take a lot longer to do everything. Because this is our group. That's just what we do. It's our thing. It's our shtick. Let's put it that way. I think we're going to have him favor his left hand in combat. Sword, spear, and armor to his neighbor and set along. Okay. Let's say agile. What cavalry is famous? No foreign. Turning into a Erudi. Well, you know what? I have absolutely no idea what I said. Did I say but? Bump. I don't know. How's it going, Savage Talk? I got your message, by the way, about possibly playing dwarves at 3:15 a.m. because I was working. I was like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna respond to him now. Oops. All right, how do I do that? Okay. Owned by a strict fatherhood, a little more than the sword, spirit, armor to his name. Ignore your DMs. Tentative 11:30. Yeah, I was fixing some stuff and bugs and stuff, and they took a lot longer to address than I thought. It was fun. All right, this fellow is aspiring, practicing off. Looks like. So the part I'm writing about now is I changed it a little bit. He's not just left-handed. He is technically ambidextrous, and he can toss his shield and his sword back from hand to hand and fight whichever way he wants, which is something that really can mess up his opponents, because a lot of Freilanders are all about tradition. You do things a certain way. If you're left-handed as a child, they try and slap that out of you, make sure you're right-handed. You do things a certain way in cavalry and this and that, so everybody's the same. He was too big to even sit on a horse most of the time because he's huge. So that and his refusal to be as traditional got him pretty much disowned and kicked out. But with the mercenaries, he can, hold the odd edge of a line. He can swap his weapons around to do whatever he needs to do at any given point. But he actually also loves sparring with people. So he will just go and learn whatever he can from anyone. And he has so many bits and pieces of different stances and styles he's learned from the years as a mercenary that he has just this chaotic way of training that he just calls mountain stance, which is his fancy way of putting the way he blends everything together. To everyone else looking while he's practicing and sparring, it looks like kind of a infirm weavings of a drunken man. But in battle, they can't deny how effective he actually is. Though none of them can even fathom what he's actually doing. Which is fun. It makes him a little bit of an enigma. having him seen break the line of enemies on his own and turn the tide of more than one skirmish. GDs are the worst. I don't know what those are. Giant somethings? Oh my gosh, it's 6:45 already? What? Hi. Have I already been doing this for an hour and 45 minutes? Really? What the heck? Alright. It does. Oh, game devs are the worst. Ah, okay. I thought you were saying something about an actual bug in your house, JT. Okay, got it. Yeah, time does fly, especially when you have a Calvino on your lap earlier. All right, so... Let's see, what's a good and interesting animal? I think we'll go with fox. Would it be a fox? Would it be... All right, we'll go with that. All right, there we go. Chrysant is a bonsai ent. Oh my gosh. Badger! No, I already went with something else, but I like Badger. I'm putting that one down. I'm going to use that one for a different person. This guy, his name is Olg. Olg the Raven. He's a traveling sword master from Kiru, who saw Raymond fighting and was impressed. And unlike the people from Fryland, people from Kiru are all about battle and fighting and finding your own way through things. And though they love tradition of their own, he was like, I want to see what this guy can do. And so he enlisted him into a service for a year and taught him to hone his style, but it didn't impose any method on the young man, instead of letting him find his own way. Oh, I gotta change the name of that. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put that to there. Alright, let's see here. You're fighting Tata for Chief Nelly, the superior drink of Fryland, in his opinion. Both the elegance one can achieve even in a profession such as his. Him and his family now gone. One day he'll be able to return with his Suntail's eye, buoyed by his achievements. Okay, so what I'm giving him right now is, and I have a little more to write on this, but I don't think I'm going to get to it today because I only have 7 minutes left, is he's a somewhat ambidextrous fighter, and like, you know, someone who comes into his own. He is amazing with a blade. He just needed someone to let him train and gave him somewhere to fight. And now, since he went and fought for this guy for an entire year in Kiru, which is nothing but fighting barbarians in brutal warfare back and forth, he has learned a lot. But he's also manifested his style pretty well. So I think that's the last thing I'm going to put in the paragraph before this, is him working on mountain stance. Ravens are mean. Saw Bedouin this early spring of 3 crows fighting a bald eagle. Do you know what it meant? No. 3 crows fighting a bald eagle. No clue. Just make sure it's American version of a badger, not the wimpy looking one that reside in Britain. American badger. Unless I'm not having fun. I'm having a heck of a lot of fun. I am. I mean, I have a lot of stuff to write. But, you know, and that's, you know, there's stress involved with that. But I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So, there's that part. Okay. the old barbarian listed right into a service, because I want to point out that he is a barbarian. Taught him to hone his style, not opposing any one method of the young man, instead of letting him find his own way. Okay. I like that. I keep bringing it back to the drink too, because this old guy took him there for a year, and he and the old guy are both like, we want to go back and drink the mead. It's so much better than everything else that's in their country, in their opinion. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I got about 4 minutes left. So, I think I'm going to save this one. So, before I start wrapping up, I'm just going to reiterate, please, please, please make sure you comment. Throw comments, you know, say what you like, say what you don't like, say what you're thinking about stuff. Let me know if you've read some of the lore drops that Erudi has been putting out there. You can go to the Discord, and you can actually also hop into the lore forums and comment on things. We've gotten some good feedback recently from Kyle. He's been reading through some of them and giving people thoughts, which is good. Giving people thoughts, giving Erudi thoughts. And yeah, it'd be great to have more comments, likes, all that stuff. It makes us happy. We want to do more. And I'm going to be doing this again Tuesday, like every Tuesday, Thursday. And I'm going to be, now that I'm done with these, I'm going to be going back to, on Tuesday, I might be doing the next installment of the short story. Well, I'm not really sure. I might have to hit some other things first. I have to make sure that I hit all these legendary characters properly. I have to come back to this one, but I might do that tonight. Do a rewrite on the last few paragraphs. We'll see how it works. But, all that aside, I am going to be probably, I don't know, I might try and play a game between now and my private game. We'll see. So, I may be hopping online after this. We'll, you never know. You never know. The other thing that I was going to mention is if you didn't watch it yet, you should go back and take a peek at our Monday night Moonskull game. It was chaos and a heck of a lot of fun because it was Moss's birthday, and we played a game called Eresis where we were just happy-go-lucky cultists trying to stop the end of the world because, you know, some bad monsters have been summoned, and hoo boy! Carrying other cultists' head around to try and find a body to respawn back into, people opening mimic chests. It was crazy. It was an interesting game. It was weird. Lots of screaming, lots of running around confused, lots of hiding. Yes. And I was just foolishly running out in front of everything. I kind of wish that you got a little more feedback when you use the lantern on something besides the little green sparkly stuff, because some things we were using it against just stood there forever until we're burning all our lamp oil. We're like, why isn't it running away? And then it ran away, but in a weird direction. It was very strange. But anyway, regardless, neither here nor there. I am Frost. This has been Frost Written, where I'm working on the lore for Legend Seeker, the TTRPG that Erudi is working on. If you want more, check out that Discord link that Crescent posted a little bit ago. Go over there, hop in the Discord, become a member, support us. And come back every Tuesday and Thursday to see me do more of this. Absolutely, need to all play again. Yeah, we definitely need to play again. Yeah, well, the cultists are trying to save the world from being destroyed, because if the world's destroyed, then there's no place for them. So they want to get power from the evil creatures, but they don't want the world destroyed because then there's no place for them. So they want the power, but they want the evil creatures to, give them power and stay where they're at. So you want control. And bad things aren't being controlled. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to hit the ending screen here. You guys leave those likes and comments, please. And we'll see you over in Discord, or I'll see you on Tuesday. Back here doing this again. So have a good night. I will talk to you all later.